In an Easter season with 3 Jesus movies in theaters at the same time, the one made for kids is called King of Kings. This computer-animated film released by Angel Studios, owned by Mormons, features an all-star cast, including Moon Knight as Jesus, James Bond as Pilate, Luke Skywalker as Herod, and Gandhi as Caiaphas. Also a very annoying cat. This time the story is told from the perspective of Charles Dickens. Yes, that Charles Dickens, based on a book he wrote for his children called The Life of Our Lord. In the movie, Dickens tells his son William about Jesus, beginning with the Christmas story, then a young Jesus teaching in the temple, then he goes through Jesus' ministry, including many miracles, culminating with his death on the cross, and briefly shows his resurrection from the grave. While the film does get some things right, there's a lot that it doesn't. Jesus is often misquoted in subtle ways. For example, when a young 12-year-old Jesus is teaching in the temple, Luke 2:49 says that he told his parents, "Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house?" In the movie, he says, "I felt like I needed to be here." When Jesus is baptized by John the Baptist, John insists he should be baptized by Jesus. In Matthew 3:15, Jesus replied, "Let it be so now, for thus it is fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness." But in the movie, Jesus says, "This is what my Father wants." In Mark 10:45, Jesus said, "The Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." But in the movie, he says to give his life for the benefit of the multitudes. They make this Jesus sound like a guy from Human Resources rather than the King of Kings. The film tells us that our sin makes God sad, but there's no mention of hell or the judgment of God, which Jesus talked a lot about. All have broken God's law and are under his wrath, but Jesus took the wrath of God upon himself when he died on the cross as an atoning sacrifice for sin. All who believe in him will not perish, but we are forgiven our sin and reconciled to God, that we may have everlasting life with him in heaven. The message of the true King of Kings is found only here in the Bible when we understand the text.